Are you a serious content creator trying to get that epic shot? Maybe it's time to ditch these, your regular cameras. Let me explain. Many content creators carry a variety of camera equipment with them on shoots. Drones, action cams, and traditional cameras. Like I do, I have a Canon R5 with a 24 to 70 millimeter lens and a 70 to 200 that I bring with me for content creation. But ever since I got my DJI Mavic 4 Pro drone, those cameras are not necessary, and I'll tell you why. If you're a content creator that likes backpacking, hiking, camping, solo motorcycle riding, things like that, you know that weight's a factor. And my Canon R5 with the 24 to 70 millimeter lens and my 70 to 200 millimeter lens with 4 extra Canon batteries weighs about 9 pounds. It's a lot. Anything you could save helps you out. All you need to do is mount that drone on a tripod and you're ready to go. You don't need to wait for it to be in the air. You don't need to wait for the satellites. It's amazing. It works. I'm going to show you how. By mounting my DJI Mavic 4 Pro drone on a tripod with a modified archetype plate, your drone can become a super content creator camera, letting you ditch your conventional cameras. And it's easy to make. I'll show you later in the video how. Now, why would you put your drone on a tripod as opposed to flying it? Well, number one, it could be a windy day like it is today. It could be so windy you can't even fly. You may want to keep your drone low for a static shot, and dust would kick up and get in the lens. And let's talk about another issue, getting the drone up in the air. It takes time to start it up, it takes time to get the satellites linked up and get it in the air and launch it. So with a drone on a tripod, you just put it right on the tripod and you're ready to go. It's going before the satellites have even connected. Now, the advantages of using a drone tripod mount as opposed to a standard conventional camera is that, first of all, you have a controller. I can see that I am in the shot right now that I'm taking. With a regular camera, if you're further than 10 feet away, probably more like 5 feet away, you can't even tell if you're framed right in the shot. You'd have to keep on going back and forth, and replaying the video to make sure you're in the shot. With this, you always know that you're in the shot. Other cool features, I can move the gimbal still up and down to frame myself in the shot perfectly, so I don't have to go back to the camera and adjust the tripod again. It does it for me. Second, it's got audio, so I can hook it up via Bluetooth to the wireless DJI mic that I have that goes internally to the drone itself. If you had to do that with a standard camera, you'd have to set it up with a transmitter and a receiver, and it takes a minute to get all that set up. And you wouldn't even know if you were in the shot after you got it set up. Also, with multiple lenses, I could change the format. Watch this. So now I just changed the format to vertical mode. You can't do that with a conventional camera without walking back over to the tripod, turning the camera vertically, getting all the settings right, and still hoping you're in the frame. With the DJI Mavic 4 Pro on a tripod, you don't need that. Yet another advantage is changing lenses. I don't have to walk back over to the drone and change a lens. It's got 3 built-in lenses. Right now I'm using the 168 millimeter lens. Before I was using the 70 millimeter lens, but if I want a wide shot, I could just switch it over to the 28 millimeter lens. With a conventional camera, I'd have to walk back over to my tripod. I'd have to take off the lens, put the new lens back on, put a new ND filter on that. It takes a while, and anything that takes time takes away from my creativity, and I don't like it. Yet another advantage of putting a drone on a tripod. If it's not going, it's not making noise. To get your static shots, you don't want to hear a drone humming in the background and have to remove it later in post. This is just one less step that makes you more creative and have less work to do. Yet another advantage of using a drone on a tripod mount is that hyperlapses can be much longer. Normally, you have about 40 minutes of battery life, so whatever you can do in 40 minutes with a hyperlapse is all you would have on the DJI Mavic 4 Pro. But when mounted on a tripod mount, you have at least 2 to 3 hours of time that you could do as long of a hyperlapse as you want. This time-lapse was taken on a hill overlooking the lake over a period of 2.5 hours. Had I been limited to flying the drone, I would have missed the best part of the time-lapse, near the end where the sky turned pink. So some of you photography pros are going to tell me, well, the quality of the images aren't as good. And I'm going to tell you, you are going to be actually surprised. I'm going to show you in a minute a side-by-side comparison of 2 pictures taken, one by the drone, one by the Canon R5 with a 24 to 70 millimeter lens. And I'm going to let you tell me which one you think looks better. Both of these pictures were taken with nearly the same camera settings at the same time on tripods right next to each other. One picture was taken with my Canon R5, the other with my Mavic 4 Pro drone. Surprisingly, the drone image on the right was nearly twice the size and dimension than the Canon R5 image,
so it could be printed at a much larger size without distortion.
And finally, less is better. When you're out vlogging, you don't want to have to bring a ton of camera equipment with you. You want to have one thing that does it all. The drone does almost all of it. You're still going to need your action camera, but you don't need the conventional camera equipment, the weight, the expense. And yeah, what if you lose it? What if you break it? I'd rather lose one drone than a camera, two lenses, and a drone if I dumped it in the lake or something like that. So it's better to have less stuff with you, less of a liability.
To make your own drone tripod mount, first you need a quick release base plate. This one for 13 bucks on Amazon works great. Next, you need a 1.5 inch wide, 15 inch long Velcro strap. You can buy a 10-pack with the fold over buckle for 15 bucks on Amazon, or get a long roll without the fold over buckle at Home Depot for about 9 bucks. Next, put your quick release plate in a vise. Then use a Dremel tool with a saw blade to cut a 1.5 inch wide hole on both sides of the base plate. Then slide the Velcro strip through the holes. To attach your drone, unfold the drone's arms and strap the drone securely to the base plate. Then attach the base plate to your tripod.
All right, that's it. That's how I do it. That's how I do content creation without a traditional camera. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time on New Adventure Films.